Well, hello to all you happy people out there. This is episode 20 of my reviews. I'm continuing my overall review of Kingdom Hearts in preparation of Kingdom Hearts 2. For those of you who are just catching on to my overall review of Kingdom Hearts, I started talking about Kingdom Hearts 2 a few episodes ago. And in this one, we turn our attention back to Sora, who just happened to awaken from his year-long slumber. With that said, let's get right to work. Of course, you're going to start off in the bottom of the old mansion in Twilight Town when Sora becomes an active force. Now, there's not really much to do when Sora becomes an acting force in Twilight Town, except for to head to the usual spot and meet Hayner, Pence, and Olette, who in turn tell you that someone is looking for them at the central station. So you will leave from the usual spot and head to the central station. But before you even go inside, you get attacked by strange enemies. Now, regardless of whether you get down to a certain amount of health or you actually last the time limit that is set, which I think is about a minute 30 or so. I'm not really sure. I haven't played the game in a while, but the result ends the same. And Sora and the gang are overwhelmed by these new enemies, and a mysterious Keyblade wielder saves them. Donald believe it to be King Mickey himself. King Mickey, who is still just an Organization 13 cloak at the time, hands Sora and the gang a bag of money before King Mickey runs off. After talking to Donald, Sora and company board the train. Well, to be more specific, the one with the stars on it, the one that was referred to as the ghost train in the tutorial. And they head for the mysterious tower. This is where the first of many encounters with Pete will take place. Now, you won't necessarily deal with Pete. You don't, or in other words, you won't fight Pete this particular time, but there will be other instances. So as Sora and the gang continue upward in the tower, they find out that the world have yet to return to peace. However, at the top, they do meet Master Yen Sid, who was the teacher for King Mickey. Your primary objective here in the tower is to learn about your new enemies, which Yen Sid reveals them to be nobodies, and the enemies that you have been fighting up until now alongside your traditional Heartless. were dust, which are the common form of nobodies. You also learn about Organization 13. You'll then go into the next room where you'll find three fairies. Not only do they give you a new change of clothes, they also give you your first dry form, which is valor form. You also get a second keyblade when you acquire valor form, which is the Star Seeker keyblade. With what you have now and the gummy ship from Master Yensid, you're now set to head off to your first world, which is a familiar world to Sora, which is Hollow Bastion. Of course, Hollow Bastion looks a lot different than what it used to look like in Kingdom Hearts 1. And of course, you can see there's a little bit more shops in Hollow Bastion, and things appear to return to normal, that is, until the appearance of the Nobodies and the Heartless. Now, the first person that Sora and the gang runs into is Yuffie, who informs the gang of the town's defense mechanism, which will explain all of the lines and circles and whatnot. After fighting some Nobodies and Heartless, Yuffie brings Sora and company to Merlin's house, where Aerith, Sid, and Leon say in their own way that they missed him and where the hell have you been? So after Leon and his gang tell Sora and his gang about the problem with the Nobodies and the Heartless, Sora agrees to help. Before you leave to head to the Bailey, which is where you will meet up with Leon, Merlin stops by and restores your magic. So you'll at least have some magic spells to fight with. Now, you won't fight a major battle, whatnot, but from where the battle that you will be in takes place, the primary objective is not to allow the Heartless to get past the gate that is locked. And unfortunately, Sora does not have the assistance of Donald and Goofy in this encounter. However, you do have Leon. You have Leon as backup, so Leon will help you clear out the Nobodies. Afterwards, Sora and company have a brief run-in with Organization 13. And while the while most of the organization members that are still alive disappears, one stays and taunts Sora some more. And at this point, organization 13 members are begging Sora to come back to him, so to speak. And which is clear to see that the organization members themselves have a clear case of identity crisis. That's going to do it for this episode of my reviews. The next episode is going to take you into the land of dragons and the castle of the beast from Beauty and the Beast. DJ saying so long.